Week 3 is about rediscovering your power. I feel like in so many ways we look at our creative icons. Sometimes I look at people, creatives that I really admire, like they're some sort of genius and they have some sort of quality that I maybe don't have. Like, it's easy to start thinking like that, especially because of how they're marketed sometimes and how sometimes they... Okay, I'll give an example. I'll talk about the Yeezus album by Kanye West. Like, that remains a blueprint and a source of inspiration so many years after its release. So many of my favorite artists have cited it as a reference. I remember when I first listened to De Aquí No Sales by Rosalia, I was blown away. Like, it remains one of my favorite songs of all time. I remember screaming when I first heard it. I remember, losing my mind and playing it to everyone and having it be my reference, my song, my ultimate peak. Like, if I have to impress somebody or encapsulate what is my ethos and style and everything that I love in one song, it would be that song. But these people that I've discovered, these people that are artists, the type of artist that's not just excelling at something that's all really, really good, but the type of artist that adds a new branch to the tree of music, like creates their own genre, creates a completely new sound. I think they usually are involved in the production a lot of the time, which I really respect, and that's why I wanted to learn how to produce, because that's so cool to me. But, there's this quote in chapter 3 of this book, and it says, discovery is an accident meeting the prepared mind. And Rosalia talks about this a lot too, like how if you're looking for something, usually you're gonna find it. It's up to you. And these people, I know through seeing their interviews and stuff, like, they have the standard for themselves to be an inventor, to be experimental, to be new, fresh, to challenge their listener, to find something that hasn't been found before. And I think that genius that we talk about that they have, it's really just them. It's like, at some point, you've been sitting at your desk for so many hours that you're bound to come across something. And then and then when I look back at it, like, all of the Motomami album, I see it was inspired by that song, De Aquí No Sales. The experimental, vocal chops, and then with Kanye's, Heartless, 808s and Heartbreak album. Like, he just took 2 plus 2. T-Pain he wasn't the first person to do auto-tune singing, but he took what he saw T-Pain was doing, and it's just about taking, this one little niche thing, idiosyncrasy, and really just going really deep with it, and, exploring it to the max. And I love that's all that it really is. And I'm realizing in myself, last night I stayed up to 4, working on music, but also low-key scrolling on TikTok sometimes, because it's apparently getting banned on the 19th, and I don't know if it really will, and I don't know if I'm happy or mad about it. I don't think it's gonna change too much. I think that people are, this is a whole other thing I've been thinking about, but, people are going back to real life anyways. I've been on YouTube seeing more long-form content, but also I think, with AI coming for so much of what is replicable, it's we have holograms. What's her name? Hatsune Miku? We have holograms that will be the perfect pop star for you. But I've been hearing about, artists like McGee, and in one of his interviews, he was like, yo, people in LA will spend 2 years humanizing a record. Like, what does that even mean? It means we come to a point where it's like the authenticity in what is inherently human, like things that are just super real, are kind of precious. And I think that's gonna continue. I think that's gonna be even more like prevalent. I think it's gonna be super important, like the live experience. And I see that in McGee's sound. Like, yeah, he has a lot of like influences from the 80s, but like he also like I love the Phil Collins sound sometimes that he does, but he also does this thing apparently, which gives his recordings like a really nostalgic feeling, that he will mix like live recordings of his songs with the studio recorded versions. So there's like this ambiance and this texture, which is so funny because like as a producer, we're taught to do this all the time. Like we're like, add atmospheric sounds, add like background noises, use like nature sounds like wind, whistling, water, train. And it's always sick when people do that. But it's funny because me as a producer, how I've been doing is going into splice.com and being like, wind sounds recording number 4, instead of just going outside, because it's easier to do that. But like going outside, and what if instead of recording your vocals and then adding a sound of winds on it, go outside, record outside. I don't know, like I feel the human element is super precious, and we're only just gonna realize that even more and more. But it's encouraging to see, like last night when I was like 3:30, I'm really into Earth Eater. I love her production, and it's so unique, and I really respect people that like when you hear their songs, or like even if I heard a FKA Twigs song and I was like, this is 100% Earth Eater like helped with the production of this, and then I saw that they really did work together. And I love when like producers have a stamp like that. But I realized, it's just, you realize kind of what it is. That's how you make your own style. That's how you make something new, your own style. Which is like you see, okay, I like when she melodically goes super high and up, and she does a lot of jumping melodies, and she uses a lot of like weird like vocal flippy things. Like actually, it's kind of like, I'm actually kind of obsessed with like incorrect vocal technique now. Correct meaning like, what is correct? It's just like, I spend so much time in my Indian classical singing trying to make my voice light, like a feather, and graceful, and like, you know, make it smooth and agile, like Shreya Ghoshal, like Lataji, like my guru. Like their voices have this incredible feather precision and lightness, and that comes with like, I've had to make my voice like that. Like that's not really natural to me. I think my natural style is more belty singing style, like heavier voice. Like my voice isn't really high naturally. Like when I performed at the Berkeley Indian Ensemble, I had the privilege to dance alongside Shreya Ghoshal singing Mohe Rang Dulal, and her voice naturally, dude, is like already high and beautiful and pristine and like a bird. So some people are blessed with that, and some people are not. Look at how I'm speaking right now. Whoa, 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 whoa. Super low. Not that beautiful already. But, you know, it just comes with so much thought and training, and like, I want that. I want to be able to do that because I've seen like how it helps me so much, and I have so much more vocal flexibility when I make my voice light like that. But I'm also kind of obsessed with singers that are not really like, okay, Tu Hollis does this a lot in his music too, and I think that's just like rage music. But like in the context of listening to his music, I don't know, it never resonated with me until I listened to like You Once Said My Name for the first time, and he's just yelling. She's just yelling. Like at the beginning, he is singing. But like later on, he's just screaming into the mic, and it's distorted, and it's definitely not good for the voice. And it's just like, but it's so human. Like, it's pure emotion. There's no trying to sound pretty. There is no trying to sound put together. It is just from the depths of his soul. He's just yelling. And Earth Eater does that too. Like, there's this. Oh my god, I'm giving all the tea on all my references right now. You're gonna listen to one of my songs and be like, oh, okay, great. I know exactly what inspired the song. Maybe I won't say the song titles or whatever, but like, I don't know. I guess some singers they won't even be on pitch. Like they won't even. Like it's like interesting, weird vocal flip technique, and I kind of, because of how different it is from what I spend so much of my time doing. I'm really like, I don't know, something about it is very tantalizing and titillating. Like, I think it's kind of cool. I don't know. You can't probably take too many vocal takes like that, though, because you will probably, I don't know, it's how I want to train my voice to be like that. I don't want to tell my voice to crack. But yeah, what did I think about? Yeah, oh yeah. It's just playing, man. Like, it's just like discovering. A discovery is just an accident meeting the prepared mind. And preparation and success is preparation plus opportunity equals success. So really, it just comes down to work ethic, I'm telling you. Like, these people have been toiling away. Rosalia, Kanye West, Earth Eater, FK Twigs, like, they've gotten their reps in. That's really all that it is. So, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. That was week 3. I guess I did discover my power this week. A little bit, rediscovering my power. Seeing, that it's in me. I can do it too. You just have to put in the hours, girl. You just have to be there. Sit there. Again and again, even when it's like, oh, this is not sounding good, I don't want to listen to this, I don't feel like a good singer or a good artist, I want to distract myself and go get a snack, or go watch something on TikTok. Don't. Sit there. Prepare mentally, and eventually something will come. Alright.